Hey, what guys? So I'm doing another video on my Maverick series, so making videos really controversial kind of, and really kind of want to initially talk about political fatigue, just because I am so inundated in what's going on with like the political realm, watching like Tim Pool and Blaze TV and going on Facebook, engaging with all my friends on the political debates and everything, and for a short little moment I got like because it's overwhelming and I don't really have to respond to everyone, but I do want to be engaged, and for a moment I was like, dude, this is getting a lot. Like, I was like getting worn out, and it's only the beginning of 2020, and so like everything's still gonna be wrapped up, and for a moment I was like, dude, I understand everyone just wanting to walk away, hashtag walk away, and so it kind of like prompted me to like hit the reset button and say like, why am I so invested? How did I get here? And what's the purpose moving forward, right? And so I think that's kind of important to kind of like talk about, right? Hey, okay, so right quick, before I start and go into a whole rant of everything, if you are new to this channel, if this is the first video you're watching of me, what up? I'm Hey Mitch. I do current events, TV reviews, and talking about pulp culture in the scope of entertainment, culture, and purpose. So pretty much kind of like all-encompassing within my channel, and mostly doing my bread and butter is a TV movie review, so be sure to check that out. But again, I like talking about what's going on and giving my little feedback and giving my little insight into what I think about all that, so, and just giving my perspective on things, right? So I hope you like what I talk about, and let's keep on having the conversation going. What started my little discussion here and doing my video and trying to come up with the talking points, I was wanting to talk about political fatigue, right? Because I was like so engaged with people online and everything, and it was getting kind of like tiresome, and so I guess that goes into the purpose. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I so invested, right? And so really it kind of talks about like, I guess this is gonna be my hashtag walk away video and everything, but like, so let's start with there from the beginning. So I was never really political, right? I paid attention somewhat a little bit to the 2016 election, you know. I really did think Hillary was going to win just because she was, Secretary of State, and she was a former First Lady, and I thought she would have had a shoo-in. And I kind of bought into all of the rhetoric on, Trump is racist and all that stuff, and, seeing the hate crimes going up and all that stuff, and just seeing all of this bad face things. But I was on the back end, I was saying like, when people are talking about the wall, because the wall was a big thing back in 2016, right? And so one of the things is like, well, if he's trying to limit illegal immigration, that's actually a good thing. Like, why are people against that? Like, me being a naturalized U.S. citizen, my parents did the right thing and went through the right processes, and I did the right thing, did the right processes. So, and then joining the military, like, I did the right thing, I'm serving my country, and so why can't other people do the right thing? They're cutting in line. So I always had that back in my mind anyway. So, but if anything, I would say that I was fairly moderate back in 2016, but I didn't vote. So that's another thing. Like, I didn't vote, so I didn't really care, and I didn't want my 2 cents, so I wasn't gonna complain about anything, right? Going into 2018 though, and this kind of falls into my faith formation. I have another video, and I'll post up the link somewhere and all that. You can check it out, and it kind of coincides because during my faith formation, and I'm a cradle Catholic, but I wanted to dive into my faith a little bit more, and so diving into topics like abortion, because that kind of cross sections, right, in the political realm as well as religious. And so now I'm seeing videos, as well as all these videos about like pro-life as a Catholic, but seeing it as a non-Catholic and in a secular manner, so Ben Shapiro. So once you start seeing Ben Shapiro, you start seeing Jordan Peterson, and you start going in a whole realm. But I mean, that's kind of funny, but like, yes, you're seeing all these videos, and then you're starting to question like, is institutional racism like actually a thing? Like, yes, people individuals there's still racist people out there. Like, I'm not gonna deny that there are people who do these hate crimes. We're not gonna deny that. But like through college, all of this was ingrained in me. Like, but back in my head, you're like, why is affirmative action a positive thing? You're like, you go into these things saying like, yeah, let's get an A and not talk about it and dive into it further and not debate it, and so just go with it. And so like you're just unraveling these things and trying to figure out like, hey, people are making solid points on the other side. And like, you had like, maybe for me at least, it was an instinct, because yeah, I would say if I was a moderate, I would lean right. And now I'm saying like, dude, like I think I need to walk away and be a little bit more conservative, because now I'm watching all these videos now at universities with like a talk and slightly offensive, and people who are hating on free speech, calling Ben Shapiro a Nazi, an Orthodox Jew, a Nazi. Like, it was getting insane, and outrage culture was ramping up, and then it was getting way too much. And then at certain point, you had to walk away. Like, you guys are getting crazy. Like, everything was too crazy, and the only people who wanted to debate on both sides, the people who wanted to watch Fox News as well as CNN just to get a coverage of what is being told, getting a variety and watching independent media, was the conservatives, or at least libertarians and leaning right of moderate. And so it made sense to walk away, right? And I guess, I don't know, I wanted to like cater to the other people, like, hey, like us talks, like, Trump is not you don't have to like his rhetoric, right? But he's not that bad. He is like, the whole thing, we're supposed to, like, everything was supposed to end, like the purge was supposed to happen, and and we're still fine, and everything was actually improving. Like, and so like, you have all of that. Okay, so you're getting the point. Like, outrage culture kind of like pushed me into like YouTube and into like a walkaway movement, in a sense that like I'm watching all of this independent media and just getting a different side of things. Like, sure, you can still be moderate on certain points, but like the latest one right now is like Bernie Sanders says there's no room for pro-lifers in the Democratic movement.
First, we've got Bernie Sanders, who was asked if there's any room in the Democrat Party in 2020 for a pro-life Democrat, and here's a little bit of what he had to say.
Then is there such a thing as a pro-life Democrat in your vision of the party?
I think being pro-choice is an absolutely essential part of being a Democrat. If you're asking me, and I think I may be wrong on this, I think in the Senate, probably 95% of the Democrats are pro-choice. You have a few who are not. In the House, maybe even a higher percentage. So that's kind of what my view is. I think by this time in history, I think when we talk about what a Democrat is, I think being pro-choice is essentially an essential part of that.
And so like, myself, like, if you have, like, on my other videos, I'm very pro-life. And I'm a one-issue voter type of person, and I play that off of Abby Johnson, because pro-life kind of encompasses everything. If you want to talk about immigration, if you want to talk about economics, if you want to talk about whatever, like, it deals with human life, right? And so like, that's one issue you can talk about, and that's another video for another time, I guess. But so now that you know kind of like where I am, it kind of poses two questions. Like, why? Well, there's another person that I look, Zach Hing, I think his name is, but he talks about like how Asians vote Democrat but live conservatively, and that's another video again for another time. But like, I don't understand, like, talking to my friends who, like, in the Asian American community, and you see like Andrew Yang or whatever, and like, you have conservative values, like like hardworking, independence, a call for duty, a call for family, a call for traditions. These are like Asian values. Like, it Asian to be like to go for, you know, the STEM career fields, right? And that's very conservative, you know? And it's just kind of crazy. And again, I want to do a video on that, just so like, why aren't more Asian Americans, I guess, voting conservatively? And again, a lot of them are, like, especially within the Filipino community. And you can say that, like, there's outliers, and of course, and I can't generalize a whole group of people, but like, a lot of Filipinos are religious, and a lot of Filipinos are Catholic, and to a portion of that is being pro-life. And so if you're, like I said, if you're going to be a one-issue voter, you might as well be pro-life. And so you have that aspect, and then you have another aspect that also prompted me to be like where I was saying in the beginning of the video, voter fatigue, and why am I so invested? And it is, I'm invested, and I think I hope this encourages everyone, especially as 2020 is ramping up. You know, everyone who is in the Walkaway movement, or everyone who has a channel, and everyone who likes to engage, I think we need to encourage each other and like to really give out information, because some of these people don't know what's going on. I have talked to a lot of people who are, it's not what I call nonners, who are just not in this, not so immersed into all of the political realm. And I'm saying like, hey, you know, so engaging people like with your friends and on Facebook, and then people who are just like what I call, like, again, like I said, like nonners, they just watch whatever is on Facebook and whatever it is on CNN, and they're not invested into like independent media and seeing the other side. And so, like, again, I hope this encourages people to stay on it. My point, again, is that we need to be educated, and that's one, educated, right? But like, two, we need to start informing these folks who are not invested as well as the rest of us who are, you know? And we can't be tired, because, and that's another thing, we're not going to stop because the left is not going to stop, right? They are going to keep on their rhetoric because they think we are the bad guys, right? And we need to show them we're not the bad guys. Just because I am conservative, and I may not have all conservative views, but majority it is. But like, if I were to lump myself up, I would, I guess. But the point is, like, they just view anyone who is a Trump supporter as the enemy of the state, and we need to prove to them like that's not the case, you know? Like, we want to have a discussion. We actually, like, if especially someone who is advocate and pro-life, like, if I want to have a discussion, and, you know, like, it's not about I told you so. It is about mercy, love, and compassion. You know, it's not I want you to be pro-life, not because I need your vote. I don't need or you need your support. I want you to be pro-life because I want you to be pro-life. It's not about winning the argument. Like, I have said it, and other people have said this before, and you can say it to apologetics too. It's not about winning an argument. There's no point of winning an argument if you're losing a soul, right? And like an actual baby soul. But yeah, I mean, that whether that's like faith apologetics or just like in this case pro-life, like, there's no point. I'm not trying to lose you, right? I'm trying to bring you to our side and trying to red pill you, but trying to like do this in a logical manner. And it's not about I told you so. This is about actually doing what is right and moving forward, right? And that's another thing. Where do we go from here, right? This isn't about winning. This shouldn't be about winning. This shouldn't be about I told you so. But we should move forward, whether it's improving the environment, going to Mars, going Space Force. Like, we should have a greater vision. And if making America great again, or keeping America great, is about making a great America, we should definitely improve ourselves, and that is bringing the left along with us. That's like, the left has been very much about stopping the discussion, right? We need to start working with each other. Like, this isn't about like I told you so. This isn't about like you have to do your thing and go away, go into the camps. If like, we need to work with each other. Like, we're in this together, and we want to make a great America with you, with us. And on the other side, I don't think that same conversation is had because they, again, like I said before, they see Trump supporters as the enemy. And we gotta change that. We got to improve and do better. Seek for the stars, shoot for the moon, and land in the stars or whatever, like Ad Astra or whatever. Like, yeah. So definitely, hello rant there. What started off as political fatigue, again, went into why am I doing this and what do we do from here. And hopefully you guys agree with me. Hopefully, if you stayed to this point, hopefully you are just as invested as I am. Because, like I said, the left isn't going to stop, and neither should we. So, yeah, here's to 2020. Here's to Walkaway. Here's to Trump. Like, again, I hate saying that because I will agree to the left. Like, I do not like his rhetoric whatsoever. But I will stand up for the pro-life candidate, and the only candidate that's pro-life is Trump. And so we can still be critical of Trump. We can still be like, hey, you are not doing good on so and so and so. We don't like your so and so and so. We can still be critical. We don't have to be blinded to it. We can like, hey, Mr. President, you should improve on so and so, right? But thank you for this platform, you know. So it's not to be blinded. It's about improving and moving forward, right? So yeah, awesome. Thanks for watching, you guys. And let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if this is your walkaway moment. What has been your walkaway moment? You know, like what have you done so far? How are you invested? What else can we do? Am I wrong? And then like going forward, yeah, just let's have a conversation. Continue below, and don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe because as I'm building my channel, I would love this community, this conversation to keep on going, and it would only help if I can bring my message and have other conversation with more people, and I can only do that if I have more subscribers. So thanks again. So please share, like, and subscribe. You can follow me on my Instagram at HeyMitchMitch. You can also follow my joint Instagram at It's Mandatory Fun. I also do have a dedicated channel at HeyMitchMitch where I do TV movie reviews solely there. But again, you can watch all my TV movie reviews on my main channel. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. So until the next video, peace, peace, peace. Be with you.
Just don't give